What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with my All Tea All Shade Growing Up Hip Hop Season 6, Episode 11 review. All right, so on tonight's episode, Cree meets with her daddy, Uncle Luke, in Miami at a little Jamaican or Haitian restaurant. I'm gonna go back to Miami so bad to get me some Haitian food. Oh my god, it was so delicious. But anywho, so she's gonna ask him to be a part of the showcase panel because everybody was pressuring her to ask. So Luke arrives late and she tells him how everyone wants him to do this panel or whatever. So she asks, does he know Pepa? And he was like, I tried to holler at her one night. I was trying to hit that. And she was like, ew, why? Ew, what the fuck? Cree looked so cute in that scene too. So he was like, all the New York rappers hated us. They weren't fucking with us or whatever. I was like, could you imagine if Luke and Pepa got together? Like, oh my stars. So they share a laugh about it. And it was really good to see them have, a nice father-daughter moment. So he asked her to be seated next to Pep at at the event or whatever. She was like, all right. So she asked, how do they move forward trying to repair their relationship? And he was like, by having more times like this. And she flat out told him, like, I would love that, but I'm not going to call you. Like, you need to make the effort and call me. He was like, I'm going to call you. She was like, okay, when you do, then I will have no problem with reciprocating it back. So, I can't wait to do, like I said, after next week, is the season finale. So Cree had already said she's going to come back on my channel to spill all the behind the scenes tea, explain a lot of the shit that happened. So I can't wait to see where they're at right now in their relationship. And, has he been putting forth the effort to be in her life? So TT is at home looking so pretty with Sean and baby Lath. Treach and Tyran are coming by to see her. It's Treach's first time meeting Sean and the baby. Um, we then see Treach and Tyran in the car on their way to TT and Sean's house. And Treach says that, he was kind of feeling some type of way when he found out that Sean was there when they had the family conversation in Jamaica with Egypt, and Egypt was by herself. He didn't like that he involved himself in family business when he was just a boyfriend and it was all of them in just Egypt or whatever. I can understand it from a father's point of view, like, as I won't want no other man talking to my child neither. And especially when you're not family, I've never met you, like, nah, bruh. So I understood where he was coming from with that. So they come in, Treach meets the baby and Sean. Sean is fanning out, having a starstruck moment because he's a huge fan. Treach, was so goo goo gaga about meeting baby Lath, who is absolutely gorgeous. So they sit down and talk, and he asks TT, has Egypt seen the baby? And she was like, no, I have not talked to Egypt. He's like, you ain't talked up here? She was like, no, I have not talked to Egypt since I got pregnant. So Treach is shocked by this because he just knew that they could talk. But I'm like, we all know that man know that they ain't talk. Like, come on now. So Treach says that he felt some type of way about Sean being at the family meeting. And Sean was like, I didn't want to be a part of that conversation. Only thing I said was, Egypt, you're alienating your family. Right, Tyran? Like, he was there. And Tyran was like, yeah, that's all it was. Like, Sean was trying to make sure he did not catch that smoke with his little cute ass. So Treach was like, y'all were like sisters. Like, this is truly heartbreaking to me. I want you in Egypt to talk. And TT was like, it's just been so much. Like, you could tell she was just like mentally drained. She tears up, she gets choked up because this really hurts her, because nothing hurts worse when you have been betrayed by somebody and when somebody is going out of their way to hurt you, and it's somebody that you care for and love, whether it's family or an ex or a friend. It's just really fucked up. So Treach was like, I'm praying that y'all get like this again, because they were so close. And TT was like, they've taken it so far. Like, y'all actively set up things to hurt me. You don't even know this, but Don told Egypt that Sean cheated on me. So Treach was like, I'm hearing this for the first time. TT was like, yeah, I know you love Don. You and my dad love her for some reason. So I told y'all, Don is like the crackhead auntie that they don't fuck with like that, but people probably think she funny because she the dancing crackhead with the two big wigs on and shit. So I understand where she was coming from. Like, my own auntie, like, plotting on me. Like, both of my aunties sitting up here plotting on me to make me look, like a fool on national television. So, Sean was like, it's so far from the truth. It happened early on in our relationship when we were barely dating at the time. I was in Jamaica, she was here. So I was like, we get confirmation finally that he did cheat on her. I don't know why she just didn't come out and say that from the jump. It was obvious by the way that she responded when she found out about everything that Sean had cheated on her. But I'm like, if this was in the beginning, why was she reacting the way that she did? I feel like they've had more than one instance. And she didn't want that getting out on the show because the way that TT responded was just like fearful. Like she was like freaking the fuck out. It was weird. So Treach was like, if y'all can't fix it, how are we gonna teach the little one? TT was like, why are we having this problem, almost a year later without no conversation? Like, we haven't even been talking. Like, so basically what she was trying to say is like, why y'all keep fucking with me? I don't even talk to y'all. But Treach was like, you just said it. Y'all have not talked. Like, y'all need to sit down and talk. So TC was like, all right, I'll talk to him. And Sean at this point says that him and Sam need to have a conversation too so they can square out some things. He had to puff out his chest a little bit. But you see, he was like, Trish, I think you might need to be there too. He need to have backup in case Sam try to jump on him. So Savannah goes to the studio to meet a young lady by the name of Sequoia Winter, who we find out is Jojo from Jodeci's daughter. Very pretty girl, very, very pretty. So she's in the studio with her other uncle and she raps and she sings. So Savannah invites her to the showcase and invites her to perform. So Savannah was like, what's going on with the baby daddy? And Sequoia was like, that baby daddy's something else and I'm sick of his shit. Is Angela gonna be there? So Savannah was like, yeah, Angela real cool. And so Sequoia was going, if that's what you say so. And Savannah was like, nope, we're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. So Sequoia in her confessional was like, my son's father dated Angela. When she dated him, I had just had my little guy and I still have feelings for him and possibly wanting our family together. But at the time, she probably wasn't even thinking about that. And I'm looking at the television like, are you fucking serious with this bullshit? Like, what, girl? So you don't like her because she started dating your baby daddy right after you had your baby, and you felt like she was supposed to not talk to him because you probably wanted to be a family with him again. Girl, if you don't get somewhere and sit your ass down, I can see if she fucked him while y'all was together or some crazy shit. Like, you simply sound like the silly baby mama that didn't want your ex to be with somebody else. I understood where she was coming from with the fact that she had just had her baby or whatever, but Angela don't owe you shit. Y'all weren't together. He didn't want to be with you. He was with her for a reason. Like, you have no reason from what we gathered from this episode to not like Angela and to feel some type of way. Like, you sound crazy. Sit down somewhere, little Jojo. So Savannah in her confession was like, if she don't come to the showcase with good graces, I'm gonna snatch her by that little wig because I already got in trouble for the other shit. So Jojo and Eric asked Brat to be one of the judges, and she said yes. Tanise tells Vanessa that she's pregnant but doesn't want to get her hopes up because she's scared to miscarry. And Vanessa tells her, that God is gonna come through for you, and you just gotta stay stress free. And good to see that her pregnancy so far has been a success. I think she's like almost about to have the baby right about now. And I want to find out. I guess I'm gonna have to do some digging after I do this interview. Who is Sequoia's baby daddy that Angela dated? I got to find out who that is. So Brianna, we see, records her song for the showcase, but she says she not coming because Egypt gonna beat her. And I was like, how you letting Egypt punk you? Or maybe the producers told her she couldn't come. Because Pepa is a producer, executive producer on the show, so I'm pretty sure she didn't want Brianna to be anywhere near Egypt and get her ass whooped finally. So, but what I did hear from Brianna was actually really good. I was like, why hasn't Brianna really taken this serious? Like, she has talent. I was like, she was giving me the whole Erica Badu, India Arie vibe with the candles, the live band. She had a nice tone. I was like, come on, Brianna. Like, this is what you need to be focusing on, sis. So, it's the day of the showcase, and Savannah gives us Gail King hood virgin realness with her blunt bob and her power suit on. Egypt and Sam arrive, child. Jojo speaks to him, shakes his hand, which was very big of him because I wouldn't have gave that nigga no energy. Luke speaks to Pepa backstage, child, and I swear this nigga was more excited to see Pepa than he was his own child. Pepa was like, I don't want to get no makeup on your white, and he was like, you can get makeup on me, you already know, and I was like, but Pepa old. Peppery ass, her peppery pussy ass, liked the fact that his old ass was flirting with her. So Jojo then surprises Cree and Easy with Luke being there. Cree says, I'm genuinely surprised that he actually showed up. And I really appreciate the fact that he showed up for her, but 9 times out of 10, he probably showed up for the chick. But whatever, we'll find out. So the cast arrive, including Sequoia and her mom, Tiny, and they both are like the same height, same weight, everything. And from far back, her mother did look young or whatever. So they walk in the backstage area, and Savannah, I think it was Savannah, I think that introduced them to everybody. And Tanise says, I'm confused. You're the mom? She was like, I thought you were the daughter. Talking to the mama. She was saying that, she thought that the mama was the daughter. So Sequoia in her confession was like, did you mean that as a compliment to my mom? Or were you saying that I look old? And me, if I'm walking into a room and somebody said that to my mama, I would kind of be like, fuck this bitch trying to say. Like, I look old. The fuck? I would be like, I would take it some type of way, but I'll let it slide because you complimented my mama for you looking young or whatever. But still, it's just like, what the fuck you mean? But I'll let it slide. Maybe you ain't mean no harm. But then Tanise says, then I seen her talking about Sequoia. She was like, then I seen her, and I'm like, she's too young, so who is she? But they look cute. Like, she's talking about these people like they not standing right there talking, but they look cute. She looks so cute. It was weird. Like, I don't know what Tanise was on. Like, her choice of words was just really out of place. It was just like, huh? So Sequoia was like, what do you do? And Tanise was like, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I run my own business. And Sequoia was like, you should start with entrepreneur first. Like, that's what you need to lead with. Like, you could tell she just was not feeling Tanise, and they're gonna get into it on next week's episode and almost come to blows. So now Sequoia has beef with not only Angela but with Tanise too as well. So TT is at the spa with her mama and tells her mama that Treach stopped by and that they had a whole conversation about everything. The showcase begins, child. All the judges come out. People start performing. Then we switch back to TT and her mama. And TT mama says she gonna send Pepa a text telling her that they're gonna try one more time to fix this shit. And after this, if it don't get fixed, it is what it is. So uh Pepa gets a text message as she's about to go out and join the other judges and says, all right, but y'all need to come to Vegas. So they were like, all right, we're gonna go to Vegas and we're gonna try to have this conversation once and for all. So TT mama say that she actually wants Treach to be there as well. So Sam tries to go backstage to see what the fuck is going on, but Cree stops his ass like, nigga, this is not one of your shows. This is my show. You not about to be running around everywhere. So Egypt talks to Sam backstage, and this nigga tells her, tonight you represent both of us. I know how much I've written on those songs. Like, this ain't about you. And like, I don't know if they do this shit for the show just because they know it annoys us as the fans so much of the show. But like, if this shit is real and he's not even just putting on for the cameras, why would you sit up here and be with somebody that in your moment talking about you represent both of us and I know how much I wrote on these songs? Like, this just ain't about you. This about me. This is what everybody's trying to get Egypt dumbass to see. But what the fuck ever. Egypt is called out to perform. She amping herself up. Obviously something gonna go. She gonna do some crazy shit next week at the performance. Child, I just want to know at this point, why was Twist demoted? Like, why was Twist not involved in this season that much? What the fuck was going on? With that, I can't wait to find out some behind the scenes tea on that situation. Yeah, so next week is the season finale. Like I said, after that, I will try to get Cree back on the channel to spill the tea. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.